little after 3, but I wanted to sit and enjoy the Christmas music before I came onto the camera. I hope you guys are enjoying the fun little Christmas music I have as my intro. Um, it's kind of fun to be able to add little things. I've had a little bit of time to play with my setup, so yeah, I figured out how to add the music, so I hope you guys like it. So I know we have a lot of people already in the house. I see Donna, Cordelia, you are my first one, so kudos to you. Um, we'll be talking about a freebie today, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. I see Bethany and Crystal, Robin, hi everybody, Suzanne, I think I got everybody. Yeah, so Christmas in July. So I shared with you last week. Well, I should ask before I get too far into this video, is my audio and my video coming out okay? Can you guys hear me fine? You can just let me know before we get too far into it. And I shared with you last week that every year in July I typically do lots of videos for Christmas in July. But I had trouble this year doing that because of my job requirements. And I do work full time. I'm a business analyst for a tech company. And there's been a lot of work for us recently, which has prevented me from doing my videos. I mean, how dare my job prevent me from doing my craft stuff, right? But that comes first. So I've been really busy, but I didn't want to give up an opportunity to jump into Christmas in July, because I know everybody starts to think about Christmas, at least a little bit, right, in the month of July. I use July I don't typically go out and buy new stuff in July for Christmas. Not to say I haven't bought some things already, and we'll be talking in just a minute about that. But what I'm trying to do is just use my stash. So I like to pull out all of my Christmas stuff, kind of take an inventory of what I have, and get ready for my buying time, right? Because during the holidays, Tim Holtz always releases Christmas stamps, and you guys know what a big fan I am of Tim Holtz, so we don't even have to talk about that. But I like to take inventory of what I have, and I like to use up some of the stuff that I already have. So that's what I use July for. I kind of take inventory, see what I need to get, and then that way, if there are things I need to buy, you know, up until Christmas, or our Christmas making season, I should say, I can get them little by little, so I don't have to feel a rush. And you know, we all tend to spend a little bit more during the holidays for Christmas and our meals and decorations. It's nice to be able to spread our crafting purchases over several months. So that's what I use Christmas in July for. So during this whole process, I was pulling out all my Christmas cards, because I have lots of Christmas cards that I've created through the years. And I decided to put them on my website. So if you guys aren't familiar about my website, I do have a website, and I've listed my Christmas cards on my website, along with some other items. So one of the things that I decided to do is pull out my Christmas cards, and when I pulled them out, I opened them and I realized a lot of the insides didn't have sentiments. So that's how I had the idea of what I'm going to do today, and we'll get into our makes in just a minute. But I did want to share with you, let's see here, make sure I have what I need to share with you. I wanted to share with you, give me 1 second, my freebie. So like I said, I do have a website. Hopefully you guys are familiar with this. I know that I do a freebie. I try to do it every Friday, right? I'm not always successful, but hopefully you guys have subscribed to my website. And if you haven't, you can get all the way at the bottom. You can see where you can sign into my website, which will get you access to get some of my freebies that I give you every week. I do typically give coupon codes. Sometimes I just put them in my freebie section, but I want to make sure you are aware of my freebie. And then, of course, I have a blog that I put out every Friday. Again, I try to do it every Friday. So I want to make sure that you're on that list to be able to get those. So let's talk about the freebies. So I have a freebie for you today. And if you look in the description box, you'll have a coupon code. Let's see if I could figure out. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. So Christmas time sentiments. So I have a sheet for you, which is going to be great for the inside of your cards. And it's a printable. There's a coupon code in the description box. So if you want to grab this, it is available for free for you guys. I know we can always do our sentiments with our stamps, but sometimes we need a little help, right? At least I did. I found I had lots of cards that didn't have sentiments, and I wanted to get some of them, so I created some of my own sentiments for the inside. So be sure to grab that freebie before you head out, because this is just a good way to get a head start if you want to focus on the outside of your cards and not necessarily the inside. So Robin, I see that you've asked about the Card Maker Success Summit. Thank you. I can transition into that. So tickets are going to go become available on Wednesday. So that's another reason I want to make sure that you are signed up for my website, because I'm going to do an email blast on Wednesday. We can't start promoting it until Wednesday, I think noon. And I would appreciate it, you guys. There's going to be a lot of people promoting this. So it really helps me if you get your free ticket from me. And, you know, if you have other people that you want to get it from, I understand. I get it. I don't want to take you away from anybody. But, you know, if you can, you know, there's going to be a lot of promotions going out there. Just come to my website. I'm going to give you a link, and I'm going to do an email as well with the link. But if you can sign up for the Card Maker Success Summit through me, I'd appreciate it, because I get credit for that. So that always helps me. So I appreciate you guys supporting my channel. Robin, thank you for that ask. I know some of you guys asked about Tim Holtz, right? So he had a new release. Oh my goodness. He had a new release, and he shared some of his makes yesterday. Yeah, Saturday, yesterday. And I already know I want to buy some stuff. So I had an Instagram sale this morning to help pay for some of my dies. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, I've got some really cool items that I do as like pop-up sales through my Instagram. So check that out. And I'll share with you in a minute some of the things that I listed. But that's how I support my channel, is through my shop and through my sales, so that way I can continue to bring you guys content. So yeah, so don't forget to grab your freebie. You had to buy it all. Robin, you're worse than me. Yeah, there's like 3 dies I want to get, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how well my sell was, right? All right, so let's transition down, and we can get into the fun stuff. All right. I think, yeah. All right, so let me do this. Okay, so you know I'm a junker. I like to buy junk, and I know this is Christmas in July, but I want to share with you a couple things. So I came across this lady that was getting rid of all of her vintage bottles, and I don't know if you saw behind me, but my whole credenza is filled with vintage bottles. And I'm offering some of these on my Instagram, and I'm keeping a few. Because I want to create some fun little apothecary bottles to go in my apothecary collection. So I'm going to be cleaning up some of these, and they're mostly for display. But yeah, they're just a lot of fun. And if you guys need any old vintage bottles, I had like a whole case full. I asked her how much she wanted for all of them. She gave me a great price, and I bought them all. So I haven't even cleaned them up, because I want whoever buys these to keep them as grungy or as clean as they want. So this is how they're going to go. But yeah, if you're interested in getting some old vintage bottles, I have a ton. And whatever I don't sell in my Instagram sale are going to go on my website. So that's the deal. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do today. So I want to remind you again, the coupon code for the freebie, and this is the freebie, you guys, is in the chat. So make sure you grab your freebie. I lined it up so when you're cutting these, and I told you that when I create my digitals, it's out of my necessity. It's not out of yours. I hate to say it's not all about you, but it's all about me. And I create my digitals based on my needs. And Jim, if you're out there, I thought of you when I was creating these. So Jim, if you're out there, give me a holler, because I'll tell you a little story when we get to what I want to share with you. All right, so when you cut these, I did it so you can line up these right on the line here. And then they just cut really nicely. And then, you know, you can mat them to go inside of your cards. And as you can see, they're already really decorative, so you don't have to do a lot of stamping. I mean, I'm always of the opinion that the inside of your cards should look as pretty as the outside. So you can easily, you know, cut these. And if you have a corner rounder, you can certainly round your corners as well, and then add these to the inside of your cards. So that was kind of my idea when I was bringing out and listing all of my Christmas cards. So I thought, well, you know what, if I'm going to make some of these, why don't I make a whole set? So I have a whole set out there. The first one, the first page, is going to be a freebie for you. Hey, Pam, which is what I just shared with you. So get the coupon code and download these so you can grab that for free. But I ended up making a whole kit, and that wasn't the plan, but I did. So if you want the additional items, it is a kit. But remember, all of my digitals are still on sale, so it's a good deal. So if you end up buying the kit, not only will you get the one I just shared with you, but you'll get this one here, which has all these lovely sentiments. You'll get some black and white ones, and you can cut these smaller if you wanted to. You can fussy cut them. There's a lot you can do, but I sized it so you can use these for the inside of your cards. That was the intent. And then when I was playing, I found these little Santa, it was the dog, and I thought, you know, let's make some animal Christmas cards. So that's what we're going to do, you guys. But I wanted to share with you the digitals first before we jump into the card, because I know a lot of us have pets. I like making dog cards, but I know some of you guys have cats, so I made Santa, it was the cat as well, for you cat lovers. But these are also in the kits. And then this one as well, Santa, it was them, because I thought we could put like little animals here. And let me share with you my what we're gonna do today. So these little dogs are the crazy dogs from Tim Holtz. I know some of you guys have the crazy cats, but I sized my Santa, it was the dog, to work perfectly with my Tim Holtz stamps, and you guys know that I do that. But look at this little dog. He's got like a little bling necklace. He's got a little present on his head, and then the little tree is full of bling with a little bone here and a little star. And then this guy is just like, what's going on? You know, he's got a little present on his booty. It's nice because you get the frame, and then you can add your own little dogs. And of course, I didn't add the inside because I never do that, right? But that's where these come in. Where did it go? That's where these come in, right? Because all you got to do is mat it onto some cardstock, and look at how cute that's going to be. Oh my God, it's going to be so cute. So for those of you that you know, love to make handmade Christmas cards. I know sometimes we get really rushed at the end. I wanted to be able to put together just a real quick kit, and I was literally loading this to my shop like 10 minutes before we started because I wanted to get your freebie up there, and I wanted to get the kit out there in case anybody wanted to grab it. But this is what we're gonna do today. So Jim, if you're out there, I don't know if Jim's out there. I was thinking about him because I lost it. Oh, there's another one. There's another one, but he always says do the horizontal cards, and I never do horizontal cards, but this is a horizontal card because I had the idea, and let me get my little crazy dogs out here, that we can like put little two dogs here, like, you know, something like this. I mean, isn't that cute? I think it's so funny. But yeah, we can do like a 5x7 card. So I had to do a bigger sheet for the people that love to make the 5x7 cards. But yeah, so I sized them so they should work pretty good. I think they should work pretty good. I haven't tried this one out yet. But that was the intent, was to be able to use our crazy dogs and our crazy cats to make Christmas cards. And of course, you know, this isn't a Christmas stamp set, but shoot, we're going to turn it into one. So this is a way for you guys to continue to use the stamps that you love during the holidays as well, even though they may not be holiday stamps. So does that sound good, you guys? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to make some little dog cards. So on my card, the tree that I'm using is from this, and I shared this with you last week. We used the Merry Christmas last week, right? So this is the little tree that I chose to use, and then the little present is right from this set as well. So if you guys have this set, again, it's a good time to look through your dies, see what you can use for Christmas, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas set, even though this one is. You can use some of the pieces for other things as well. So that's what I did. I used the tree and the little present because it was just the perfect size. So that's where I got my little adornments. All right, so let's figure out what we're gonna do here. So should we try to do the 5x7? Well, I want to kind of show you how I size these. So let's look at this first. So it's very slight, but you might see that this Santa is a little bit higher than this one, and the reason for that is because when I was doing my dogs, this one may not work so well, but when I was doing my dogs, some of them were a little bit taller, so I needed to kind of take that into consideration. So you just might have to figure out what dog will work. I know these smaller dogs definitely work because that's what I used. And you just might have to just fuss with it a little bit. I think this guy will work too. I know this guy works. But the bigger ones you might have to use. This one might work, I don't know. But the bigger ones you might have to use for these. And I know those work. Look at those. Santa, it was them. It cracks me up. All right, so that was my idea. I hope you guys like the idea. I know there's a lot of people out there that really like to make little animal cards. So this will just give you a leg up, I guess. So, all right, so let's jump in. All right, so 5 and a half. Start out here. 5 and a half. 5 and a half is in the middle, and of course we're going to cut these smaller. So let's just go ahead and stamp this one first. Excuse me. All right, so let's see what we can get going on here. All right, and I'm using this sticky grid. I don't know if you guys have used that before. It works pretty well, but that way I don't have to fuss with the magnets. All right, so this can go here. I think I'm going to use the bigger dogs. Oh my goodness, they're just so adorable. All right, so I'm going to do one at a time, I think. And I'm going to color these. So I'm going to use my, I guess I'll use momentum. Okay, so yeah, so let's figure this out. All right, so because I am going to be coloring these, I want to use an ink that won't bleed. And then a lot of times, if you don't have an ink that won't bleed, you know, remember, you can always add your clear embossing powder, which will help, you know, set your ink. That's always a good trick as well. In fact, maybe we'll do that. So there's my one doggy. And then I think I'm going to use this one. And this is going to be a bigger card. I know a lot of us do the A2 cards for Christmas, but this is a 5x7, so maybe you wanted to, you know, make a bigger card for somebody special. I wanted to make sure I had at least one page that enabled you to do 5x7s, and then we can use the bigger doggies as well. So this is an old set. I know Stampers Anonymous doesn't retire their sets, thank goodness. So if you don't have any of these sets, a lot of the stores may not carry them anymore, but Stampers Anonymous doesn't retire their sets, which is nice. So Suzanne, you were asking about the Copic markers. Yeah, I use the traditional ones. These are the ones that I use, and we'll be sharing these in a minute. But yeah, these are the ones that I use. All right, so we've got this stamped. Go ahead and just put that right there. And then I want to stamp a couple of the A2 ones as well. So let's cut out a couple of those. Now, as a reminder, for my giveaways, I have a sign-up form for my giveaways, and the way that I'm going to do my giveaways, I just take a drink, is so. Let's see here. So, Card Maker Success Summit starts the 27th or the 28th. I can't remember. I'm presenting my card on the 31st. So I won't be doing a live on the 31st because I'm going to have a lot of activities that I got to do for the Card Maker Success Summit. But I am going to do my Christmas in July giveaway the Sunday after that, and we're going to do it live. So if you haven't signed up for the giveaway to be entered in the giveaway, that link is also in the description box. So don't forget to do that, because that's what I'm going to do, or that's what I'm going to use to manage my giveaway, because then I can just print out all the names, put them in a hat, probably not a hat, but you know, I can put them in a box, and then I can just draw like that, and then that way we can do it live and everybody can see what everybody gets. So that's what I plan on doing for my giveaway. So make sure, if you haven't signed up, and you only have to sign up once, signing up multiple times just means I have to throw some of your entries out because you only get to enter one time. But yeah, you only have to sign up one time, and then you're going to be entered into my drawing. And I'm going to have stamp sets. I'm going to have Christmas stuff. Just a lot of little stuff to get us going for the holidays, right? My theme is, of course, let's not have to go out and buy anything. So I'm going to give you some stuff to get you started on your Christmas makes. But feel free to shop at my shop. All right. So as you can see, the way that I made these, again, for selfishness reasons, is I made them so you can just kind of line them up and cut these perfectly. This little trimmer I've had forever. I hope it never breaks on me. You know, some of the things where we pay a little bit more, you hope that it lasts and that the investment makes sense. And this guillotine trimmer so far has been really good. It hasn't conked out on me. And my Misty, knock on wood, that doesn't ever break on me, because boy, those are expensive, aren't they? Whew. All right. So as you can see, these are pretty easy once you print them out, and they don't take a lot of ink either. There's a lot of white because I wanted to leave spaces, you know, for your stamps. They're real easy to cut out. All right, so all right. There you go. Okay, so now we can figure out what little doggies we want to use. You know, Suzanne, I don't know if that's a good price or not, because I didn't invest in the whole thing. I invested in some of the basic colors. You know, I got some reds, greens, grays, browns. I got a black. I just got some of the basic colors, and then I got them in sets of 3, and I've gathered them through the years because you can refill them. And then I just use basic colors. I don't feel the need to have 15 different shades of green or 15 different shades of red. You know, as long as I have 3 colors, I can shade. So, you know, $309, I don't know if that's a good deal. I mean, that's a big investment, at least I think it is. I would recommend starting out small, girl, because, you know, you don't even know if you're going to like it. So my recommendation would be start out with a smaller set, get some of your classic colors, maybe get some grays. The skin tone is always good. Get some of your main colors, and I would start there rather than jumping all in. But that's just my opinion. But definitely, you know, if you want to do that, and I don't know if it's a good deal or not, then, you know, do what works for you. But for me, that's a pretty big investment. All right. See, so I size these perfectly to work with the Tim Holtz dogs. So there's that one. And then I think I shared with you, I used to have wiener dogs, little dachshunds. So when I bought the set, I loved it because it had the little wiener dog. It was just so cute. All right. And that one's a little higher. All right. Should we do the little wiener dog again? I think he's so cute. I love that little guy. But see, as you can see, they stamp perfectly. And your crazy cats, I don't have the crazy cat set, so I size these exactly like the dogs. Hopefully the cats will work for you. I know some of you guys probably have the crazy cats, so I wanted to give you an option for you cat lovers as well in that little kit. And it was a totally an impromptu kit. I wasn't planning on it. I needed some sentiments for the inside of my cards, and a week later we have a new kit out there. Alright, so there's that one, and I'm just gonna stamp some various doggies here to see how they look. This guy, he's so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, so cute. All right. And you know, you have little Santa hats. I think it would be adorable to add a little Santa hat to these as well. So you can add as much to it as you like. On mine, I added the little presents on the heads. Where did my cards go? Put the little present on his booty on that one. And then I put the present on his head there. I love his little necklace too with all the bedazzles, right? All his jewelry. Alright. So who has the Crazy Dog set? I'm just curious. I know everybody went crazy for the Crazy Cats, and I never really got into those, but the dogs I had to get. Alright, so there's 3 of the dogs, and then let's see if this one will fit. I think this will fit, yeah? Did I do that one already? No, I didn't do that one. The only one you may have a problem with is this one on the card because he's so big. But that'll work on this one. So that'll work here. All right, so let's see if this guy will work. He's a cutie, right? I think he will. Bethany heading out. All right. Thanks for popping in, Bethany. We'll see you later. Yeah, the bulldog is really cute. Like I said, this is the Crazy Dogs stamp set from Tim Holtz that I've had forever. So it's nice to be able to pull it out and get some use, right? All right. So I think we've got representation here from all of our little dogs. Let's take a look at what we got. We can put these little guys away. All right. Put that aside. All right, so let's see what we got here. So I think we got pretty good representation, right? We got the little guy, and I love their eyeballs, right? They're so funny. But yeah, I've got these 4 here, and then of course for the 5x7, we got these 2. So good representation of our Crazy Dogs, I think. All right, so let me put these aside so we can start playing. All right, so like I said, if you don't have ink that plays well with I'm reading Shay. Hello, Shay. If you don't have ink that plays well with Copic markers, just add your clear embossing powder and then just dry it, and then that will seal your ink for you, so that way you don't have any runny edges. And that's a good tip. All right. Reaching down for my I want to dry this, make sure this is dry. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is mount this. Now, the paper I'm using is pretty thin, you know, so if I color it, it's going to leak through, which is fine. But to give it a little bit more sturdiness, I'm going to go ahead and mount this first, just kind of like this. So, you know, you can do this a couple ways. You can mount it onto your cardstock and then stamp it, or stamp it and then mount it onto your cardstock. Which one should we do? Let's see. Let's do this guy. I don't think I did him. So I have these 2 that we did. All right, let's just put these right here. So let's do this one. And you can embellish the background as much as you want. So, you know, I'm making mine pretty clean and simple, which I didn't even think I had that in my vocabulary, to be honest with you. But these cards are intended to be able to make quick pet cards. You know, I wanted to be able to start us out, but still be able to do some stamping along the way. So I'm going to just let that dry a minute. And then you don't necessarily just have to use black background, right? You can use Christmas background as well. So I have, here we go. So I have some Christmas background that you could easily incorporate as well. So let's, and you know, if you want to just dress the edges, you can do that. Like I said, I'm making mine very, very clean and simple. The Copic coloring is going to be what takes most of the time, and that was the intent. You know, when I Copic color for cards, that can tend to take a little bit of time, so I don't tend to over embellish. For that reason. But there's a couple of stamp sets out there that you can use. When I was playing, I kind of grabbed this out. So if you wanted to, you know, add, you know, this has the little pine cones, you know, maybe you want to add, this one has pine cones. Maybe you want to add some pine cones, you know, to it. You can easily do that, I guess, right? I'm not going to do mine, but just, you know, don't be afraid to try out your stamps to see if you can embellish a little bit more. But definitely, you know, go through your stamp stash. So that, you know, that you can use your stash. Just trying to figure out my measurements here. And especially if you're on a budget, you know you're not going to be able to buy new Christmas stamps. Not every Christmas card has to, you don't have to use a Christmas stamp set. So Gloria, you're asking what it says. This says, "Dear Santa, it was the dog." So the idea is to be able to create, you know, a little pet card for those pet lovers. So I'm just going to trim this up a bit. And again, I'm just using the edge of my white card to make sure I get a straight line. So now we have these two little dogs, and these are going to be my inspiration. All right, so let's talk about Copic coloring. So first, my disclaimer: I am not a great Copic colorer. I can Copic color, and I'll share with you some of my tips on how I do it. But certainly, there's a lot more talented colorists, if you will, out there. But he's blinged up. Look at him, Cordelia. He is all jazzed out with his little necklace. He is styling. All right, so let's So for dogs, typically I'll go gray or brown for my dogs. So those are the colors that I have out here. And we're gonna go, we'll go, I guess we'll go gray, and then we'll go brown on this one. I use 3 colors. So whenever I'm going to do some blending, pull up my glasses here. I pick colors that are in the same family. When I say the same family, let's make sure you can see this. See, these are the N's. So I've got N2, N4, and N6. And typically, if you stay close to your number, they're going to blend really well for you. So that's kind of how I approach my colors. So Suzanne, you were asking about colors. If you are going to get colors, I recommend it in sets of 3 within the same family, so that way they're blendable. Excuse me. So when I approach my blending, I start with my darker color. So this is my N6. And I'll just come in, and what I love about Tim's stamps is he kind of shows you where your highlight should be. But if you just kind of use the rule of outlining the outside of your image, or the inside to the edge, you should be okay. So I'm just taking my darkest color of my 3 colors, and I'm just going to outline I'm just going to outline my my image. And the way that I approach it, I don't outline the whole thing. I do it in sections, and I'll show you why here in a minute. So let's go ahead and give some outlines right there. And then maybe around the face, right? Maybe under the eyes a little bit. Now, I know that there's rules about, you know, where the sun's coming in and all your shading. I don't worry about that stuff. Again, I'm not a professional colorist. I don't necessarily have the desire to become a professional colorist. I do like to Copic color, but it's not necessarily my main medium. So I don't feel the need to learn all. I mean, if you want to learn all that stuff, there are some great people out there. Sandy Alnuck is that her name? Alnuck? She's really good, of course. And she has all the Copic colors, but I just don't feel the need to do that. All right, so I've got some good outline in here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my second color, which is my N4. All right, and then what I like to do is I like to just kind of pull my color down. So I've done the outlining, so now I'm just kind of pulling in my color. But as you can see, I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm leaving the middle open. So I'm just going to come here, and this is why I do it in sections, because I want my alcohol ink to still be a little bit wet so I can pull on it. So I'm just pulling out the color. Going where all of my outlines are. Look at this little hair sticking up here. It's kind of not coloring the whole thing because I'm going to be shading it. Just kind of, and you can go over what you've already colored if you want to, that's fine. Pulling out my color, just coming from there. See, my pen is pointy, so I'm just going to pull my color into the center. From all sides. And depending on how dark you want your your image to be is how much you leave for your light, in the middle, because that's going to be our lightest color. So I'm just pulling this in. Maybe he'll have a spot somewhere, I don't know. But that's kind of what I do. And then for the last part, I'll use my lightest color, and then I just come and I color over the whole part. So this is where the shading comes into play. Let's see here. So I'm just coloring over everything. So we did some coloring. The more you color over it, of course, the more it will blend in shade for you. But that's essentially how I blend my colors. And it seems to work okay. And if it's too light in some places, you can come back. You know, there's no rules really. Just maybe come back, add some darker if you want to. And then come back in with your lighter color again, just to kind of blend it. And then that way your edges aren't too jaggedy. And that's how I blend. I mean, very, very simple. But now you can see the different colors within him. All right, and then his eyebrows, I'm not going to blend his eyebrows. We're going to make his eyebrows the lighter color. So we can do that. Now his nose, let's talk about his nose. So for the nose, I don't like to come in with just black. I like to shade it, kind of like I did on this guy here. So you can see in the middle, it's a little bit gray. So I'll start out with black. And then I come in with the lightest color. All right. Now we're going to do his body. Now, if you don't want the outside to be this dark, you don't have to use 3 colors. So let's just do the N4 on this one and let's see what it looks like. All right, so again, I'm just going to do my highlights on the outside. And I'm just kind of brushing it on. I mean, I'm not really worrying about being too perfect because I know I'm going to come back in and blend it. But I want to show you something. So what I was saying about Tim's stamps, so this is what I would say, Crystal and Gloria. If the knack is just in the colors. So if you start out with 3 colors, start out small. Maybe go and buy the gray set. The gray set I think has 5 colors. It was one of my very first sets that I bought. And it has like 5 different colors. Start out with that to practice your blending. Dark on the outside, your second color in the middle, and then your lightest color to shade it all in. And like anything, practice. I'm sure your very first card that you've made probably wasn't as good as the cards you make now. We were going through I should share with you my very first cards. We were going through my mother-in-law's photo albums, and I used to make cards for my son's grandma, my mother-in-law, and say they were for grandma and whatnot, and those cards were just so funny. So I'll share those with you one of these days. But my point is, you're not going to be good at anything initially, unless you have the natural talent. I don't. I know I don't. But don't beat yourself up. Start out with the grays, and it's a very simple technique. Your dark is on the outside. Don't worry about the shading, the light source coming from the left, the light source coming from the right. Just do the outline, and then go from outside to in. It's a very easy combination, and I know you guys can do it, so I'm not going to accept that you can't. So Gloria, when I see I can't color, I don't accept that. I think you just need to practice. It's outlining the darkest, pulling in the color from your dark, and then shading all over it with your light one. So I don't accept that you can't. And then I'm using my lightest color here. I didn't even go real dark on this one. I just went lighter just to see what we can do. But this is what I wanted to show you. So I got on my little sandbox here, or soapbox, not sandbox. I got on my soapbox and I forgot what I was doing. So what I was saying about Tim Holtz is he has these little highlights that if you take your darkest color and then just go over the highlights, then you've got your shading. So he's already told you where to shade, right? So I'm just kind of going over that, and that'll be my dark. And then I've already done my middle color. So Suzanne, I buy my colors from online source. I'll give some links, you guys, after this video in the description box. I'll give you some links to where I get mine, because I like getting them there because number one, they're a good price, and then number two, I can buy the refills. So what I like about the Copics is you can buy the refills to fill your inks, and I'll show you how to refill those in a minute. But yeah, I'll leave links for you on where you can get your colors. And then this is again my lightest 1 and 2, and I'm just going to pull out my colors. Now, if you're looking to be a professional colorist, then I accept, yeah, you may not be a professional colorist, Gloria, but I know you can color with Copics. Well enough where your cards are going to be nice. They may not be, professional like Sandy's, or who else is out there that does coloring. There's a few ladies out there that do it. And I've accepted I'm never going to be that good, but I'm okay. I don't want to. I don't want to. I could be, don't get me wrong, I could be, but I don't want to spend the time perfecting this medium because I like it, but it's certainly not my favorite. And that doesn't even sound right. It's not that it's not my favorite, but I don't feel the need to spend hours and hours and hours perfecting this medium. I think the way that I do it is good enough for me, and I'm fine with that. So don't anybody out there tell me you can't, because I know you can. I know you can. Just showing you just easy techniques. So look at this guy. Is he perfect? No, he's not perfect. He's not professional grade A coloring, but he's good enough. I mean, I think he's cute. He's perfect for me. So that works. All right, so let's decorate this guy up. So maybe this guy, I love those eyeballs. Maybe this guy has had a little bit too much eggnog. I don't know. Let's put a little color in his eyeballs. What do you say? There we go. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for here. So we're gonna put a little color in his eyeballs. Just a little bit. He's not gonna go crazy. Exactly, Pam. And if you don't want to, then don't. These Copic pens aren't cheap, so if it's not your jam, don't waste the money. But if you want to and you think you can't, that's what I don't accept. I'll just do a little yellow. And then I want to get a light color to bring it out. Let's see. I don't know, let's try this maybe. Kind of looks like zombie eyes. Oh, too funny. All right. Too much eggnog. Okay, so oh my gosh. Okay, so now if you had a little Santa hat, you can put a little Santa hat. You know, I don't have any of that stuff out. I might have some Santa hats, but I don't even know where they're at. And I'm going to put just a little present. So I cut some of my dies out that I shared with you earlier from that old Christmas die set that I had. So let's put a little tree here maybe, right? I'm put a little bling on his. He needs googly eyes. Yeah, I guess so. He could have googly eyes, right? I don't have any. So we're just going to go with eggnog eyes. Alright, so my dog's going to have a little bling. Again, using my stash, I just kind of dug into my drawer and I found these. So this is the bling I've been using. Should the tree be lying down? Maybe it should, right? I mean, yeah, that's cute. That's a cute idea. How can I do that though? Let's see. Kind of like that, maybe you think? I don't know if I want it completely down. I don't know if that necessarily looks good, but maybe I like your idea of the tree falling down. So, good idea. Who said that? Robin. Good idea. I like it. We're going to go for it. Alright, so let me just add some distress ink. Why? I don't know. I'm just going to. And then let's see if we can get our little doggy in trouble. So I don't think I want my tree all the way down. Maybe falling down. Something like that. Funny. Alright. And now we can put our little gems. So like I said, these I had in my stash. So let's go ahead and bedazzle our tree, right? Maybe put this little star up there. I think this star might be too big, but we're going to go for it. Or take the top off and put it on the bottom. Yeah, that would have been cute too. Maybe I'll do that for this one. But yeah, like the tree's torn up. I'm going to maybe put some of the bulbs on the ground. Kind of like the dog pushed the tree down, right? Alright, so let's put a star. Hey, Kim. Hello, Deidre. Gems on the ground. Yep, that was my thought too. Alright, so, and then let's go ahead and add some jewels here. Alright. Oh boy, this little dog is going to be in trouble, isn't he? He's gonna get in trouble when his family comes home. No treats for him. Poor little guy. He didn't know. He was just checking out the tree, seeing if there were any presents under the tree for him, and the tree tipped over. It could happen, right? I'm sure people have tipped over trees before. So let's get our little jewels going here, and then we'll have some falling off. I like your idea, Robin, about the tree falling down. That was a good one. Here. Let's keep adding our little jewels. He's like, uh-oh, his little face. Uh-oh, what did I do? I'm gonna be in trouble. Uh-oh, his little face. So funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so got my big old fingers. Trying to add my little jewels. And these jewels, you guys probably have seen them at all your craft stores. I mean, you can get different colors. I didn't have, in my stash, I'm not buying stuff for my Christmas in July series, but in my stash I had these clear ones. So that's what I'm using. Oh boy, he is going to be in trouble. Trouble. Somebody being rude out there? Well, that's not acceptable. If it was an accident, that's okay. I am looking. I don't know. All right. So he knocked over the tree. The little ornaments are falling down. Let's put some little presents now. I didn't think so, Cordelia. Yeah. You're not in trouble, Crystal. We'd call you out if you were. All right. So, little presents, maybe. Maybe there was a little present. And if you did, it was an accident, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this isn't for everybody. Like I said, I don't have an entire collection of Copic. Not everything's going to be for everybody. And I think the sooner we accept that, then we won't go broke. Buy what you love, not what everybody else is buying. You know, I tried getting into Copics, and I like them. Don't get me wrong. I still like to color, but I'm not going to invest, you know, $300 because it's not the only thing that I do. I would just buffering. That's not good. Hopefully, it will stop. Yeah, I agree with you, Cordelia. That's not cool. I probably need coloring lessons. You guys might be looking at my coloring and saying, yeah, she's not very good. Don't tell me that though, because you hurt my feelings. But I know I'm not great. And I'm not trying to be a professional colorist. I'm just trying to make a cute Christmas card. All right. And I think I'm doing okay, right? I mean, I don't have to be a professional colorist to make a cute Christmas card. Okay, no more negative talk. All right. So I'm gonna put my little bows. Should we put a present on his head? Yeah, I think we should, right? Oh my gosh, she's gonna be in so much trouble. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. Exactly, Kim. So if I hear you say about my card, boy, that's eclectic, I'm gonna know that you're not crazy about my card. You just told me. You just told me your secret comment. All right, I want to do a red ribbon, but I don't have a red ribbon left. Can I steal this one? I'm gonna steal this one and put this one up here. So Kim, if I see you say, boy, that's eclectic, I'm gonna go, what is she really saying? Okay, you guys, no more talk about the certification of the Copic markers, please. Let's just forget about it. It doesn't matter. All right, please and thank you. All right, so good. I'm glad, Crystal. All right, so I love the idea about the tilted tree. Oh my gosh. So fun. Okay, and then I have, again, pulling out of my stash, as I break things, I've had these little dog bones forever. And I think that they are just so cute and fun. So let's add a little dog bone. What do you say? No, let's put this on a card first. All right, so I cut out Somewhere around here. I cut out some white cardstock so we can add our card and then we can add our sentiment too. Because that's what started the whole thing. Hi, Mary. Glad that you could join us. All right, so let's just add this onto our white cardstock. And for those of you, as just another reminder, for my giveaway, the way that I'm managing the giveaway is based on a sign up. So in my links below, you're going to have a link to sign up for my giveaway drawing. And then on the first week of August, we're going to do a live giveaway show. So that should be fun. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some new Tim Holtz things. We'll see. We'll see what the budget allows. Alright, so there's my little bone. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, okay. And then of course, don't forget you guys, our sentiment sheets. What am I giving away? I'm not telling you, Kim. Nice try. Nice try, but no, I'm not telling. But I'll tell you, I will have some Christmas stamp sets. I'm not telling you specifically. But you're just going to have to wait. Kim, what am I giving away? Nice try, lady. But I am not spilling the beans. It is going to be Christmas stuff, but I'm also going to give away, gift cards to the shop. So you don't have to buy Christmas stuff. So if I draw your name, just tell me specifically that you'd like a gift certificate. And maybe I can accommodate that. I probably can, I think. I think that I can. Well, I was going to do gift certificates to the shop anyway, Kim. So just remind me. But yes, most of the stuff will be Christmas stuff. But like I said, I might do some Tim Holtz stuff. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. All right. So these are my sentiments for the inside. They are Stampers Anonymous dogs. Yes, from Tim Holtz. Hi, Dawn. We are just finishing up. All right, so there's the inside. So this is what started the whole process of this week's video. I pulled out all of my Christmas stamps, and of course I love decorating the outside, and I had probably 30 Christmas stamps that did not have sentiments on the inside. And I didn't want to bring out 30 different stamp sets because I didn't want all my inside sentiments to be the same. So I decided to create a kit. And shoot, let's go ahead and do these as well while we're at it. But here's what we created today, guys. So I just love the idea. I love the idea of the tilted Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, too funny. Dear Santa, it was the dog. already pre-stamped for us. You just got to add your little doggies. And then we colored it. I gave you some tips on how to Copic color. Remember, we don't have to be professional. And then I added all my little bling bling, little presents. And there's my Christmas card. Very easy. I know anybody can do it. And just so fun. Oh, Rebecca, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that your mom is doing better. The cats, yeah, if you have the cats, the kit does have Santa. It was the cat, so you can check that as well. Or don't even use the printouts at all, right? You can just, my point is that you don't have to have a Christmas stamp to create a cute Christmas card. So be creative. Dig into your stash, y'all. If you need some inside sentiments, don't forget to use the coupon code that I shared with you in my description below to get your free sentiments for the inside. And then if you want the whole set, of course, check that out as well. I'll have links to that for you as well. So let's go ahead and do the inside of these cards. These cards are going to actually go in my shop because I have a feeling dog lovers would love these for Christmas. All right. Believe in the magic. Too cute. Yeah, the gray dog. This guy's cute too with his little necklace. Oh, so funny. So funny. All right. So hopefully I will have, I said I wasn't buying anything new for Christmas. I don't count Tim's new Sizzix dies new for Christmas because I did get some of the dies, and maybe we'll have to play with them and create something Christmassy with them. But I'm not saying go out and buy stuff because the goal of this was to use our stash. So no pressure to go buy stuff. Dig into your stash, see what you have. Because there's lots of stuff. I know, Kim. I'm really specific about what I'm doing here, so maybe we'll chit chat a little bit. So I know. How long have I been going? It says an hour and 20 minutes, Kim. The dogs are cute. Yeah. So they came out a while ago, but like I said, I think you can still get them. I'm gonna leave links. Don't forget, if you guys do decide to get the dogs, use my links because that helps me out, and then I can buy more stuff to be able to share with you and enable you, of course. So yeah, so see how easy it is to just add these little sentiments to the insides of our cards. Just print them out, no stamping, no fuss. And really what I'm going to do is I'm going to create lots of insides. So one night what I might do, you've only been here 20 minutes, well we've been gone an hour and 20, Mary. That I'm going to, just so I have all of my insides all ready to go, I'm going to spend one evening just creating the insides of my cards, because honestly that's where I don't do a good job. I love creating the outsides and then I never go back and put my inside sentiments in. So I think if I have these already printed out ready to go, then I can just kind of choose which one I want to use for my cards. So that's our lesson for today, y'all. Is, well, one of the lessons, right? Number one, you don't have to be a professional colorist to use Copics. And then number two, Don't forget to make your inside of your card as pretty as your outside. I tend to forget that. And I hope, uh-oh, my little bling bling's coming off. I hope that I've inspired you guys to make the inside of your cards as pretty as your outside. And if I can help you with a freebie, Kim, you're funny. If I can give you a freebie to help you out, I'm happy to do that. All right. Cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. All right, so let's go over what we did here. So here's the 3 cards. These 2 I made ahead of time, and then this one we made together. I love the idea of the little slanted Christmas tree. I just think it's such a cute idea. So that probably the rest of my doggy cards are going to have a slanted Christmas tree. So right on, I love the idea. And then these are the other dogs. And then the inside, believe in the magic. Again, these are from my printables. It's Christmas time, and then of course it's the most wonderful time of the year. So get your freebie. Don't forget the coupon code is at the bottom, and then you can get your freebie. If you want the whole set that has the dogs and whatnot, that's available also. So let's see here. Let's just share, right? So trying to figure this out for you. All right. So yeah, so if you go to the shop, boy, I'm having a heck of a time here with my mouse. Go to, I don't want to lose us. Yeah, if you go to the shop, my mouse is just not cooperating. I don't know. It's not cooperating, so I don't want to screw us up. All right. But yeah, if you go to the shop, if you go to the main page, you should see the whole set out there for you. So check it out. It's kind of fun. But I don't want to mess this up, and this is being crazy on me. Oh gosh. Oh man, look at me. I'm screwing us up. Okay, so anyway, I don't know, it's screwing up on me. I can't seem to transition back. Oh, there it goes. Boy, my mouse is sensitive, y'all. There, but there we go. Okay, so, oh my gosh. So yeah, so check it out if you want to get the whole set. Otherwise, get your freebie. Don't forget, if you want to be in the giveaway, I lost my train of thought here. If you want to be in the giveaway, don't forget to hit the link, gathering names, and that'll be our giveaway. And then just as a final reminder, my Card Maker Success Summit, I'm going to be having the free tickets for that event on Wednesday. So check back on the website. Make sure you are on my mailing list, because I am going to do an email blast on Wednesday, so that way you guys can get the links for the Card Maker Success Summit. There's going to be a lot of crafters advertising for it, and I just ask, please, if you can just wait for my link, I'd appreciate it, so you guys can help support my channel, and I'll get that link to you so you can get your free ticket, and it should be a lot of fun. But that's all I have, guys. I hope you guys had fun today. I always try to bring fresh content for you, especially for my Christmas in July series, to give you some ideas on how you can just reading the comments, how you guys can get the most of your stamps for your holiday crafting. So that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we will see you on Sunday next week, and hopefully I'll have another good idea for you. We'll see. All right, you guys, take care. We'll talk to you later. And my mouse is not working, that's why I'm still here. Can't get out.